Oh, we got the popos. What's up with the popos? See what they're doing. Let's go right around. Oh, he brakes. I want to know what you're doing, policeman. Let me help. Oh, okay. You think you'd come after me going that fast? I don't think so. And that cop was going behind me, but you know, I wonder if it's that same cop I know. Hold on. Might be that same cop. Yeah. I know. Oh no, I don't know him. I wonder if he came behind me though to kind of check out the bike or see if it was a bike, because I was jamming. Oh man, it's really hard to, like, what are they gonna say about a bike? Don't get me wrong, I've seen like the ice cream man get like a ticket and stuff, and the corn man, but never seen an actual bike. Hey, don't hit me!
You better hurry up.
I'm early. There was a cop in the parking lot, and I flew past him because he's going all hella slow. I was probably doing like 40 in this parking lot, and he got behind me, and then I pulled up at the side of the store, and I just kind of sat there, and he looked at me, he saw it was a bike, just kept driving. Because it's like, what are they going to do? Like, oh, I ain't got time for this. He's on a bike, you know. Oops. My bad. See you, man. That was an accident. I was telling my coworkers about that cop from earlier. They're not gonna do nothing. Oh my God, and our brakes are so bad. Absolutely insane on these brakes. Man, this is gonna be a short video. We going home today, it's cold. 12:30 at night. I ain't trying to be out here forever. Got 7 miles to go. I did 6.8 miles coming to work, and we're at 78 volts. So, I feel like it could be better. I've been saying it for the longest time. We've been losing a lot of battery life. And I believe I lost 2 volts off the battery. Because I think when I would get to work, I would be at 80.5 volts. And now I'm only at 78 volts when I get to work. So, and I ride the same way. Haven't changed anything on the bike. I haven't upped the power. But I will say that since I am losing power, I think I'm going to go into the settings. And maybe we'll do a video on it. And I'm going to tune the bike a little bit more to be more aggressive. So I think I'm gonna do the acceleration curve so it takes off faster. I don't know, we'll just see how that goes, because I just feel like the bike is fast, but it's just not what it used to be anymore. But I will say this bike is very comfortable and super cool looking, so I always ride it, you know, why not? Under load right now, we're at 71.8 volts. And hey, let me talk to you guys about some stuff that I've been working on. I've been a very busy person, very, very busy. I reached out to Rumble Motors. I was trying to work with them to get an Apex e-bike, but that didn't seem to work too well because, I mean, they wanted to give me a discount on the bike. I don't want to go through the whole conversation, and I'm not putting anyone on blast. They were actually a cool company to talk to. Obviously, I had the Rumble Air SS V2 on my channel from my buddy Gabriel. He got a motorcycle, but that's another story to say, and it's super long. But I really wanted the Apex bike because that's a bike that I'd probably buy, and that's very comparable to a aerial rider Grizzly. Two motors, front and back. I think they're 1,000 watts each, and a peak of 2,000 watts each, so it could be like 4,000 peak. And oh God, there's a guy. And I really, really wanted one so bad. Well, that cop might turn around. I don't know. Well, hold on, we'll see. And anyway, they were gonna give me a discount on the bike, so I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm not tripping, but it wasn't like the price that I really wanted to pay. They were gonna give me a little bit off, but not too much. So I'm gonna have to pass on that. And then I'm talking to Lyric Cycles, the bike that we just reviewed probably about a week ago. And I was talking to them about possibly working with them to get a Voodoo bike, because basically this is what they told me in an email before I even got to review the bike, was that down, I think in December or January, that they would send us a free bike, you know, just to you know, get our reviews done and stuff like that, and they would send us one when they actually had them ready to go. And I was like, okay, cool, but instead of sending me the free graffiti e-bike, what if I was to buy that myself, and then the price of that graffiti that you're gonna give me, how about you take that off with a Voodoo bike, so then I can get that one at a lower price, because I really want to review the Voodoo and I never even got to ride it. So we're trying to work out some details with that. They say they'd probably be down, but they won't know any information until a very long time. But I'm trying to stress enough that I want to get the pre-order done. I want to get like my order in now with the discount, so then I could guarantee that I'm gonna be like one of the first people, like the first month that the bike starts shipping out. I don't want to be like I have the Aerial Rider Kepler that still hasn't even got to my house because it got delayed, and everyone's had it, everyone's did the review on it, and it's very hard to put out content on a product that's already been out for a very long time. I'm pretty sure you guys totally understand where I'm coming with that. So it's just a little, man, you ran a straight up ass red light, dude. God damn idiot. And yeah, so, you know, I'm just kind of figuring out what we're gonna do with that. And what else? I know we got two bikes from Electric Bike Company that we got to review. One is absolutely beautiful, and then the other one is their affordable model. And I'll tell you right now that it is like, it's actually a badass bike for being their most affordable one. Like, it's actually pretty awesome. I think you guys are gonna like it. It looks like it has a good headlight on it. It has BMX bars. I'm like, cool. Like, I love BMX bars on bikes just because I don't know, they just feel natural when you come from, you know, riding BMX bikes as a kid and stuff like that. So they feel real nice. I'm not a big fan of the Beach Cruiser handlebars, but that's kind of the style that they do on their bikes. But other than that, I would love to try to also get a Aerial Rider X Class, because everyone talks about how good those bikes are. And, well, I take that back. It's actually going to be too late by the time this video goes out, but I will say that my discount code for Lyric Cycles, going back to them real quick, is from December 1st to December 15th. My coupon code should jump up to $300. It was $300 for the first day, but then they had a Black Friday sale, so it went down to $100. But the bike was only $24.99, so $2,500 for that bike using my coupon code and Black Friday. Insane, right? But anyways, now that it's after Black Friday and everything like that, the bike went back up regular price, and now my coupon code is back up to $300. But still, overall, the bike is a little bit more. I think it's another $200. So I think it's like $27.99, I believe, or $26.99. But I think it's $27.99 with my coupon code. But if you guys want to check them out, it's pretty good. I'm also having issues with their affiliate links. So basically, if you guys are familiar with link shorteners, I think it's like bit.lt or li or something like that. But anyway, it shortens your URL, and I use those a lot because it also tracks my clicks on the link, because it redirects to whatever I'm trying to redirect it to. And it said that like 55 or 60 people have visited the website, and even my buddy said that he's thinking about buying one of those bikes, but their website affiliate, we're having issues with it. It literally says that no one has clicked the link and no one has went to the website. So I'm like, hey, there's something wrong here. So hopefully they fix it, because I hope people aren't using my coupon code to buy a Lyric Cycles e-bike, and I'm not getting the commission for it. But I don't want to say anything yet, because I don't really know what's going on. It's like early stages for it and all that kind of stuff. But and obviously this video is going to go out a little bit later than the video that I'm actually, you know, making it on. So we'll just see how that works down the road. But yeah, definitely check it out, guys. It is a phenomenal bike, and I really think that Apex bike from Rumble Motors are going to be pretty badass too. Those are the bikes that I'm looking forward to, and I'm really curious to see how the final version of the graffiti e-bike looks. And man, I really want to get on that Voodoo bike. I really wish I would have had the extra time to ride it. I know Shreddy McSkate got to be on it. I think John Angel and all them also got to check it out too. I should have at least let them drop it off. Like, you know, just taking it down the street, even if I didn't do a review on it, I could have at least got some experience on it. Because it's a $6,000 bike, and it was right in front of me to ride, and I never got to do it. So I don't know, kind of disappointed in that. But I mean, my delivery date for riding those bikes got changed 3 different times, so that kind of messed that up. But anyways, back to this bike. I do feel like I have some plans with this bike, but at the same time I feel like I just want a different bike to modify, or something that's just faster. And a lot of people in the comments always say, go to like AliExpress, Alibaba, DHgate, go buy yourself a stealth bomber for like, I don't know, $3,000 or $2,800, whatever you guys are saying out there. And you just never know. It depends on the seller. And also most of those, they're not very like good parts, and I just don't want to get screwed over. And plus, like, I'm not looking to fully put a bike together and piece it together. Even though those bikes are super cool, I would rather buy one of those already like put together and not have to worry about the shipping. That's probably going to take like 30 to 60 days or something like that. Maybe it gets stuck in customs, who knows. I've had that happen a lot with all this stuff. But a lot of people got to understand that these bikes that are coming out are way different than something like this. I mean, this bike is even different than most of the e-bikes out there. We can all agree that most of these e-bikes out on the market are 750 watt, maybe 1,000, and they're all pretty much basic. I mean, they use like the basic parts and all that stuff. Super 73 kind of stepped it up with their bikes, and I think that's why a lot of people like them. I think it's also the customization that you can do. There's so many companies. Super 73 reminds me of a Honda. I mean, there's so many companies that work to make parts for this bike, and then there's so much competition on the market that makes different parts, like headlights, motor kits, and grips, and handlebars. That everything fits this bike, and there's multiple companies that have aftermarket parts for it. But now you're starting to get companies that are giving you like 3,000 watt e-bikes, 4,000 watt e-bikes, 6,000 watt e-bikes, and that's where the fun's at. Now, is it street legal? Not really. It's kind of, you got to justify it like this. You can be street legal with it if you put it in the correct mode and use the correct power and don't go over your legal limit wherever you stay at. But once you start leaving it in off-road mode, it's kind of like a car. You know, the people using those red keys for their demons. I think that's the car that they're using the key for, right? Anyway, but they're getting tickets for it now because that releases all the power to that vehicle with that red key instead of using the regular standard key. So I mean, you know what I mean? I don't really think a cop's gonna really mess with us just because we're on e-bikes. You just make sure you follow the law. But if you do have an off-road mode and you're doing what I'm doing, you could get a ticket. But I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I say it in almost every one of my videos, I feel like it's safer to be in the road and act like a car if you have the bike that can stay with traffic or be even faster than traffic, so you don't hold up anybody, because if you go slower than traffic, then that is obviously unsafe too. I feel like it's better to have a faster e-bike. That's just me personally. I feel like it's not because I'm making a lot of money. I really don't. I work at a grocery store. I might be better off than some people because I do have this as a second job a little bit. But I'm trying to tell you guys, it's worth to spend $3,000 to $4,000 on an e-bike. Do it right the first time, instead of getting a bike that's maybe under 1,000 or under 1,500, and then you're having fun with it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna enjoy it. But then all of a sudden, you're going to want more power, or you're gonna want more range, or you're gonna want something different. You're just gonna start loving it more and more and more. And then you're gonna be spending more money on top of that, and then you're gonna have to lose money on selling your old bike. I'm just telling you guys, like that Lyric Graffiti e-bike, that is a phenomenal bike. I know it doesn't have rear suspension. You guys just have to understand where I'm getting at with these. I've rode so many e-bikes, and that's a badass bike right there. All right, you guys got to understand that Super 73 stock is a badass bike, except if you live where there's hills. I would say forget it, because this will not climb hills very well. Unless you want to do a 72 volt system, then this will probably become your favorite bike. But then, I mean, you're looking at probably what, $6,000 to do something like that. I mean, you need the bike, and then you need the kit. It's actually probably more than that. So just something to keep in mind. But yeah, I've been enjoying all these e-bike reviews. I'm kind of blessed that I kind of started this little journey of doing electric bike reviews and, you know, having a good old time. And I really appreciate all you guys, because I get to kind of live this little fantasy dream of, you know, testing all this stuff out. It's pretty amazing, especially the fact that I can kind of do whatever I want. Also, I like when a company just gives me a bike and they're like, hey, yeah, just do a review on it, just make sure you get the specs right, but you could do whatever you want with it. And I feel like that's how most companies should be, instead of being like, hey, you need to say this, you need to do that, or we didn't like when you said this was negative, like, hey, you need to change this or edit the video. I'm like, come on, man. Like, to me, that's a negative. Like, I'm sorry, but that's a negative to me. That might be a negative to some other people. So companies like that, I'm kind of like, I don't really want to work with them, but I mean, I still do at the same time because people still like those bikes and people still buy them. But Lyric Cycles was pretty cool when they just lent me the bike. They literally just said, hey, you know, just go have fun with it. You got 24 hours and we'll come pick it up tomorrow. And I got to do whatever the heck I wanted. And that's why I think that video came out so good, because I got to freelance the video and just have a good old time. But anyways, we're at the end of the video. So thanks for watching and rambling on, listening to my rambling on, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. You know what? Hold up real quick. I'm sorry. Okay. So if you guys can see the display, which you should, because I dimmed it, 73.3 volts, and I did, oh my God, I don't have my phone with my GPS. Oh my God. So before I left work, I did 6.8 miles. Let's just say I did the exact same. So let's just say 7 miles and 7 miles. That's 14 miles. And I'm probably at about, I'd say 55 to 57% battery, with being at 73.5 volts, because 72 volts is 50%. So not too bad. But I will see you guys in the next one. All right. Take care out there. And maybe one day we'll upgrade this battery.